Busuafo, mehwehwɛ no ase ano no, na ma meyɛ me nneɛma one two bi nti no, let's do this right about now. Screen. Uh, mm.
Yes, sir. Baby. Now, baby, Ghana for there are some to ask them. I say when see, Obi Baby my them. But some things need to be said and ten. Can you let the top of the basket contain? Let's start with religion and these big ass churches. Pastors more paid than teachers and nurses. How the preachers they afford these big benches and nobody questions it from the pews and the benches. Education getting polarized at higher price. Less quality teachers and more strikes. Students know the name, trip all night. These views might be leftist, but it's alright. Election time, politics by these novices. They empty their wallets and give us empty promises. How can I trust you when you say what you don't do? I vote for you, you work for me, that's the cold truth. Judgment Day, G that reports. I will get into this thing. Baby. Nasu baby, baba baby. Baby, Nasu baby, baba baby. One day it go be. But when one day go come, one day it go be. But when one day will come, they say the only time parliamentarians they agree is when they talk about raising their own salaries. The only time could go get bribe from me is never at 20 and never with the boy. She has had traffic problems, so yeah. So I know they bad why they had to build a mall there. Congestion is vexing, so the horns bled. La fire is rampant. All of we this lit. To each his own, me I'm not a saint here. I hope every radio station hears me real clear. It's a moon on the dust, too much news talk, no fact checking. This be news, more beauty pageants and award shows. Why we have so damn many, only God knows. Nothing ever starts on time and sanity. We need to step a game up, improve quality. And I came here to murder mediocrity. Sorry, I don't even start here. Baby, Nasu baby, one day it go be. But when one day go come, one day it go be. But when one day go come, yeah, I've noticed the child lies in showbiz. More hocus pocus, so bogus. More scout out the weed from promoters. This will not make me popular. Charlie, I know this. Ghana wants to be internationally heard, or so I hear. But we cheat and don't treat each other fair. Chris Brown got paid, I'm in the leg. Good for him. But you wanna pay me peanuts? That's absurd. I know there are levels to make sense. Doesn't help, we making songs that don't make sense. Kindergarten raps and corny punchlines. And most tracks sound so horny most times. On the bright side, we get potential and tennis. We need to work harder, it's essential for the win. We can't think critique, it's taboo or a sin. I wrote this out of love, sincerely yours. M. Vim. More since I fit the talk, but one day we'll be baby. Nasu baby, baba baby. Nasu baby, baba baby. One day it go be. But when one day go come, one day it go be. But when one day go come.
probably know Vistaprint for business cards, but did you know we also have that and that?
Okay, so I'm going to make redeeming credit card.
From my shit, baby, I shit. See, can I lock it? Baby, I block it. So, yeah, my baby, more way than I befa. Befa, oh, befa. Yeah, than I befa. Go, yeah, no, make you get your ghetto. And Ramanda, Tuntu, they die, Semoto. O'Brien, they say, Miss, you get your lato. Chale, no, be lie. Bibia, yeah, Ubia, yeah, Chale, no, be lie. Bibia, yeah, Ubia, yeah, from my shit, baby, I shit. See, can I lock it? Baby, I block it. So, yeah, my baby, more way than I befa. Befa, oh, befa. Yeah, than I befa. Living a life on the street. Nobody care what we do. Nobody care what we go through. Nobody care what we do. Your brand motivational speakers. One try and final. Your original beat. SLR. Yes, I'm here. Someone say no lover. I'm not Betty Coco. When you back rap up bed. Willing to Mr. John. Yes, see what when you bed. Chale, no be lie. Bibia, yeah. Ubia, yeah. Chale, no be lie. Bibia, yeah. Ubia, yeah. From my shit, baby, I shit. See, can I lock it? Baby, I block it. So, yeah, my baby, more way than I befa. Befa, oh, befa. Yeah, than I befa. From my shit, baby, I shit. See, can I lock it? Baby, I block it. So, yeah, my baby, more way than I befa. Befa, oh, befa. Yeah, than I befa.
Savage Nick.
There's another one. For the motherland. Yes, there's another one. For the motherland. Finishing the date. For your info, check the intro, check the logo, and for the zone, make a link up with the gringo, another light on, it's a bingo, enemies, follow me, everywhere, them they do, them they look, them they joke, them they want, make me a go ha. I be good, somebody, and you're on my inside, into shining.
For really essential. Welcome to High Life TV and welcome to the Think Tank Show. Oh jeez, give me a business for as an American, I said your mic in. Yeah, business for welcome back to the Think Tank Show. Your movie time, Nekaka. You're moving from 7:30 to 8 o'clock right now. Some way away. The glasses walk around. I had to rush for today's show. Brace yourself. Be very nice and smooth. Internet. We have a few things to discuss and we have about 4 topics to discuss. Now let me walk you through. First of all, you see President Echo Northern Region and amanfo bisa no say na omo say nkofo ne omo ye adwuma ministers nkofo afọ omo ne omo ye adwuma no omo ye adwuma 6 years onye reshuffle be unlike other governments. You know, is he going to do a reshuffle? President, he kind of answered in a negative. Say, oh, yeah, I didn't say. I think Juma Moyan, so we are dinner, so we near, and so we near now, we make changes. I brought for say, if you ain't broke, why fix it? And, you know, say, when you any reason I saw fixing, that's topic number 1. Topic number 2. I say special prosecutor. By family, Attorney General, I need to manage those ones. No special prosecutor, you'll be obey independent. The office and say, where you your mail could so crum or na you'll be a windy rason or na famra coins. Nancy, special prosecutor, Akoye Juma, and other report about. I think your cousin will be transparency, fighting against corruption. And I think one of the main reasons why this president kind of created this position was to kind of help him fight corruption. It's, honestly, the Nasama Basse, there's, why he has uncovered some kind of corruption. Semnokra, why whoever is involved, the company involved in Assembly, Abitua Sika, about 1 million Ghana cedis. And also someone said some about figure amount for a done debate, said the oil and yet be the oil now, yes, fight. And I could go ahead here. You better discuss it, but so Ghana credit rating, as you see, a downgrade here from B- to CCC. And what does it mean? It's just a thing. And your last but not the least, you better call Ghana cabinet bill. Say, electoral commission, say, almost per se, you use Ghana card no for registration to vote. To be a voter's ID card, it has to be only the Ghana card. It used to be passport, like you could use your driver's license and with my Ghana card. I think it used to be 5 cards with my and a Tibak 3. And as I said, almost ultimately you should be apart from Ghana card. But yeah, you registered that idea. We will stay registered. But what person register from the only thing you can use is the Ghana card. And I used to say Ghana card no. I think up to 4 million to 3 million people still are Munyanya Ghana card. And yet me rush almost because man plan they say the Ghana card but into my from no more because funding plan said that you want meet my name and so fast. And also so assembly in some 4 we na about discussing or any if you have any questions and answer idea and answer suggestions and answer or comment on that issue here, you're welcome. We'll call all we say we'll call Facebook, we'll call baby free my posty link, you can also come in and discuss with that. But before I say too much, let me invite quick welcome.
Yeah. Good evening, Attorney.
I'm Yadumo now, sir.
I'm Adam.
Can I talk with smooth thing?
Send a part for the course. Gonna yes, no. Problems that yeah, the same problems that they be tackling. I say you go around in circles and so bad day.
That's true. That's yeah, solve your inquiry. Yeah, solve your inquiry. They're going around and around and around. Now, like see, I want us to discuss it. Try as much as possible to steer away from politics and as much as possible. Yeah, be discussing on the face value. Now, you can use what's going on right now as examples, but I am person you're trying to discuss me. Now I'm out for the debate that is going on. As the first one, I would like us to start with that ministerial reshuffle, no? And also with like I say employee rotation, no? Like like why is it important? Why do people do that? Why is it important? And I say, is it important at all to you? A issue?
You see, there are two angles you can look at it. One angle is the signal it sends.
Right.
The first that angle is more to do with it just tells the people that I've heard you guys that my people are not performing, so let me see if I can shuffle things. So you guys will just be satisfied, just to satisfy your anger.
Right.
Yeah, that's so one is the first one is just to do with how people see things. It's a psyche. But but in the reality one, no, in the main one, the reshuffling normally and home fast will be because I mean so if any job be out so any company be out so page so there's high labor turnover, most probably you won't work there. Because then you know that company, that it's not well managed. Because high turnover is one of the main ways to find out if something is well managed or not. I mean, it means either that the microphone high microphone hire the correct people to put in place in the first place, or microphone managing microphone, managing microphone to get the results they want, and they just end up just firing workers, So any place there's high turnover is either very, very bad hiring processes or very bad development process or job professional training and development prospect. But in the case of the government, you see, the problem is in the first place, if you have competent people, then you wouldn't have all these problems, because then if people are getting if work is getting done, nobody complains whether this person has been in the post for a long time or hasn't been in it for a long time, if stuff is getting done. But in case the reason why this all happen is that people feel like stuff is not getting done, or like people don't care about the job they are doing, so they feel like if a new person comes, you put more effort into it. I don't know how to put it, but I mean I don't see the problem as reshuffling. Actually, I just see the problem more as putting the right people in charge in the first place. Yeah, I mean the problem is at the end of the day, how we hire people is we don't hire based on competence. We hire based on loyalty and who you know and who has helped the party so much more. Who do we owe the most for our position? And say, you're on your master answer, then you're never going to get the best person for the best position, because you are hiring because you are doing a favor to somebody.
Right.
So that's the genesis of the problem is in even the motivation for hiring. I mean, it's not aligned with the people of Ghana, because the motivation for hiring is to help your political people, but the actual motivation should be aligned with what the people on the ground want, what the populace actually needs from you, not what the party, that not to pay for some party listing. So it's not aligned. The reason for, the motivation for the president for his hiring is totally different from the real motivation actually he should be following. So that's the main problem. And then adding to that, when you also hire people who are your friends, like a kleptocracy, it's very hard to hard to fire your brother, your sister, your uncle. It's very, because then in our case, for example, then all your aunties and all your friends and all your people come and be complaining to you that I don't know, yeah, Banessa. So then it creates that whole problem. So it's like the structure is not aligned. We've not structured the political system is not structured in a way that encourages the hiring of the best people. So, like if it's a meritocracy, then you can hire the best people, and if they are not working, you don't know them from Adam, and you can fire them.
Right.
See, but if you manage a kleptocracy, and you have those type of problems. So it all comes down to like system, like I said, it's not aligned properly to help the people, because human beings always do things that is in to their own advantage. Human beings, we are not selfless. We always try to behave like we are selfless, but if we're really selfless, we won't need to be going to church every Sunday for the pastor to be preaching to us to be selfless. We are selfish. That's why we have to be going to church every Sunday to be reminded to be selfless. But we just try to behave like we are selfless, but we're not. So that's why capitalism works and communism doesn't work, because capitalism is the way you structure the system so that someone's motivation is based on their greed. And you can always count on the human's greed to do something right. So if the person's salary is based on how he performs, he'll perform properly. So if the structure is structured in a way, the system is structured in a way that will make the president want to appoint competent people, he will appoint competent people. But at the moment, we're structured in a way that his prerogative is to appoint people who did him a favor. And there are a lot of people in the party, so everybody has to get appointment, or else it will be a bit more humble. And so I want you be
because I've heard that argument. Say, doing a politician's clamor for power, he can even end up selling some of the positions to them for money for campaign and stuff like that.
Yeah, because
or promising to say, okay, this guy will mommy, I'm your Greek minister.
Even Trump gave someone an ambassadorial job because he was. It happens. The problem is, so as much as possible in a system, you have to find a way to make it so that people will to be in their self-interest to hire the correct people. Yeah, I normally don't have a problem if Ukrainians, you're hiring them to be ambassadors. Ambassador running most of them are just figureheads. So, but for very important parts of your local economy, you can't hire people who are distant, who will just bankrupt you, who will just not work, and then will end up making you poorer. Like most of a microphone they have for state corporations, So a Tamawa refinery, a Ghana post office, and a state-owned enterprise. Most of them, they're not competent enough. So we are paying them lots of money, and they are still making us even poorer by making losses. So it's like a double whammy. Just your book to just pay you guys, and then you're also making more losses, so the book are more adding to the debt of the government, because state organizations, when they create debt, it's still the government who will have to pay for it. Left to me alone, state organizations, a STC, State Transport Corporation, SIC, private, like Ghana Witness and if those people were being hired by PricewaterhouseCoopers and I say Ernst & Young and I say Sankrofona, I'll be happier. And I say Ghana Institute of Accountants and BBA, I'll be happier because Sankrofona is in their interest to hire the best people to represent them. But if a politician is hiring for the board of the for Ghana Airways, they'll just put their political appointees in there and they'll run the thing down. Because they'll just put their family and friends and all that in. Then they just run it down. This is Ghana Airways. The same thing they'll do to almost every state organization. Because so it's not in their
it takes us back to financing political parties. And
no,
for government, because if you leave them to go find money on their own, and they'll go to all these people. I mean, 1 million Ghana cedis, it's not going to be for free.
Yeah, but the point is that politicians know that alone won't solve it because politicians know money $10 billion. Now say obenya another 1 billion from going to get it from those people, or they say first have 1 billion on that account to get an advantage over the other party. So just financing them alone won't be the answer, because that's what they say. Before our state organizations here functioning in the past, you know what they kept on saying? If you pay them properly and you give them good salaries, they'll work hard and the state organizations will be profitable. That's why we pay them more than the president. Has anything changed?
No.
They are still not profitable.
I was listening to the I think the CEO, so MD for Boss, Henra. Car not Omode when he took over 3 years ago. It will surprise you, say, like these companies can make that much money. Also, no more the car almost about 700 million when he took over. And at the moment, they've been able to pay just by themselves. They've been able to pay about 90% of that money within 3 years. That kind of shows you the amount of money they make every year. So I'm the money to say if they get a good manager and a good board of directors, say I'm going to make his car. But yes, boss, I don't remember any time a boss I can say I'm going to make you profit.
Yeah,
but
because at the end of the day, you see, I buying the NT. You bet me I save it beer or and folk beer. You see, so the motivation is not aligned with anything. I'm a phone banum way for no say just privatize it, because say well private man in same one. Or no him say Nisika no the question with you on Tinasima ma from the DC can be best company in a good company. Because so in anything state organizations in United States and privatizing, because your system is not designed in a way to hold the politician to do the right thing. Like say some other countries to me, I mean there's a little bit of discipline beyond say, oh, where the national security, and I say this particular part we can't hire cronies, we have to get the best people to get the job done, and we can't put our politics here because honey there be you need that discipline to say you need that share laws and share it will force the politician to do the right thing. We'll keep on going into all these problems because look, no matter how much you shuffle, if you shuffle your government and you bring a worse person, you even get worse results than you actually have right now. Yeah, I mean, so you can't say, reshuffle says here. Now you compare new people, but now new people only your words send your normal to say here. What's the gain in it? I mean, there's no gain in it.
It's, not Obiso can say, no matter how good these people in positions are, after a while, you just have to switch them over for transparency or for accountability. Say, because me Kwame na me managing director for me find say STC no. If I'm there throughout all the 8 years of the government, any no maybe me ya no, I can be able to cover it up. But if we switch, meaning say after 4 years, I'm not going to no longer be at STC. I'm going to be somewhere else. First of all, Mishru, and even if I do it, the next person coming behind me will be able to uncover
that. It's funny actually, but there's a point there, and there's no point there too. I mean, that part it makes sense, but there's also a problem there because you see when there's a lot of turnover, what happens is when you get a new job, your first few weeks, your first few months, you are just getting to know the job.
Right.
So all that time is wasted time because then you're not into form of things. You don't know the terrain, and you are trying to say now so BBR into where I can't go for 2 years or 3 years. Nipa not itself or the new person back. The first year and the first 2 years, he's just trying to find his feet. By the time he finds his feet, his term is over.
But
So-
going to Kufuor, I think the people are pushing for reshuffling or getting them out of the office is that I must say these people who are directly involved in running the economy into this trouble. They don't think that they are the same people that you want them to be in position when you're trying to pull the economy back from the trouble.
That's true. I mean, because that's true. Like you don't want to use the same faces to do that. I mean, the problem is this guy going to hire somebody who is better, or is he going to hire somebody who is worse? Because if you don't want to see the same face, yeah, he can send a signal and change the person for you. But my fear is that will it be better, or will it be worse, or will it be just the same thing? You see, it's like because seriously, I support them actually. I'd like to see a new face, but at the end of the day, I also think about it and I'm like, are they just not just wasting everybody's time? They're just playing musical chairs with everybody and you just change the face, or they just do the same thing and then we just go around in circles. If we don't solve the underlying problem, we'll just they'll change your face here, change your face, say, oh yeah, they listen to you and then they do what you wanted. But they ended up doing the same thing over and over again. So then it's like, say bye.
Right. Now, you're welcome.
Medasi. Kokumichio.
Yes, sir.
Now the reshuffling asemna ye kasisiano na ye bisa say ehunhia ana say now this all phone kakama ina.
Okay. Let me see. Say yeah,
We.
Okay.
Na ye kase. Yeah, much better. Yeah, kase ehunhia kra na say yeah, for so many being a free so. And I say, now with where you see Ghana as an example, since you see, I will be agree. Now, we could say, I can be 2 years, man. Now the time I see, look, I say, Uncle Bishafula, Uncle, you'll be a new person, Embra. Would back up by the time of being Suna Jumana Huson, and that time, no cross, and I just say, one boy will be. What do you think? Reshuffle,
Yo, Medasi. Or that boy, Yalibuya. And sin another your coach. Or a bench or any ball buff no born wallabuni now, Wumbuni. And see one of what in a bench in ye be a proper no. On Yafina, if you were jogging or parking it and Sawaba. One of when I be already there. When you not to bone more about to have a ball. Into a better coach be a worker by 70 minutes in another 20 minutes in weapon. Or two or son ɔyɛ changes bi ma goal ba ɔyɛ changes ma ball no po tum ya bɔ draw nti ɔyɛ aha na aha nyinaa ɔbɛtum asesa beebi a ɔbɛtum ama ebiala yɛ steady beebi koro ɔsɛ beebi koro na sɛ wɔle da ɔbɛtum asesa egya ne dama information a ɔsɛ bɔde yɛ a na ezigbo wi maybe you ɔsesa one of two people bi a nti ɔbɛtum yɛ akɔyɛ mu kakra sisi hwɛ beebi a dollar no wɔahu ekegyina nti wɔsesa bi a nti beebi mpɔkɔ ɔbɛtum ama dollar no wɔatwa ne boot ma wɔabɔ fam kakra ɔsɛ sɛ beebi a dollar no kɔ no wɔn a wɔbɔ match a wɔbɔ nan abura na wɔrebɔ kwame abura na wɔrebɔ yɛn yɛnso yɛ tena pole n'akyi yɛn mmea ahyehyɛ coach sesa coach nkaka ne yɛn nte a price wɔ bɔ no wɔn nyinaa wɔyɛ adze nti yɛn gyaa ne kwame sɔsɔ nsesa yɛn gyaa na nankasa mbɔ no bɔɔl mehu dɛ aburo na ɔpɛ dɛ ɔdze bɔ Ghana aburo na ɔdze bɔ Ghana keke because mahwɛ mehu dɛ ɔpɛ papa yɛ pɔkyɛw yɛ ma yɛn nan papa yɛ pɔkyɛw yɛ ma ansa na wayɛ den na mahwɛ na adze bi ɔreyɛ bi ate dɛ ɛpa ne kyɛw ɛdze nsa gu nsa yam ankra efi abokyerɛ aba ankra yɛ pɔkyɛw yɛ ma wɔpɛ ohyi ho ansa na ankra amen $1 bi adze ɔpɛ ɔdze yɛ sɛ kwame sisa yɛrekɔ 83 o Ghana yɛrekɔ 83
What do you? I don't know, Kasa.
kwame ɛhwɛ Ghana do yɛ sisa Ghana ayɛ dze no ɔnyɛ small kwame dze sika kɔ fie bi a ɔnso wɔn nti yɛkɔ 83 na yɛkeka kɔ 83 nti kakra maka so ɔhwɛ no ntumi yɛ a ɔngyina ama ɔhwɛ nso ɔbɛyɛ ɔnye ne na kwame papa yɛ abra ne me yɛbɛka ne nya wada na mampam ɔsɔ nti kwame ma ibi nkasa Hansen Michel
nana me Joso Kwame me chachi Broko ku me chao say we dey yenye BBC na yenye CNN intino ye dey ba echia ti Kwame we dey me te say na nana ma example bi say ayese football na aka 10 minutes ya pon no na obi changes the best players AC Park obi o ti ho a on ti ase say aden na coach no one year changes in time but that few seconds it me make it win or lose so all the sign punishment na otimi shego wayo hero of the na obia beka say coach unim wadwuma na say odi sign nipa we so ba na ohwie pe obia bedi watem say oboni ye na say menfa na say time na ye too small obia beka say na say we nyina wo ho and one year changes that are no okay near me patching nyina na say government no menfa na say enoma bebre wo ha ankoyi enti time ni swade but onye changes no obi wo ho a opeso oma ne mpasuafo no who say yes ono so ye adwuma ebia position na no wo no na enye oni hu akande no onim hu nim de but this different position no obetimi ayeden ay changes bi wo ho example agric minister okay otu aka say Ghana aduano wo ena emo amanfo ntimi nto emo omo ntimi nto gobe enti se utimi eye changes hwe odiye nana poku poku prempels education minister no osesa na call energy no na ko one difference na o make no enti say good knowledge about education but osesa na go energy sector no you who difference a room enti enye emre bebre na ohia that short time no obi betimi aye den aye wonders ama sa 8 years na mo person mo break no we break na atema Ghana for say Mahama kan say ye yare awefre na ye nyina ya ye den oh so what is ministers in dia ebi ibehu say ye call the right track but I say we bu nu egu asun obi anim ni oye na I say like or here like where you from a Bollywood game on phobia and to me in so someone a beboano because obia or the never new position no or bahwa or the new attitude in that department or no into be or yeah juma or that sector ni bia no obey na juma yi
Now the fact what is the no on the juma yi no
yeah you know yes obia be steady
okay let's move on.
Mamiya comments back with a great lady of Punjab or Hawaii. Now, Michelle, Michelle documentary be this week UTV. Now, it's about a Sakwan of one Nigeria for starting somewhere self-sufficient in rice, you know.
Yeah.
I'm with another Ghana. Yeah, I can. You're with another Ghana. What do you do? You're way and it's National Service Force. I'm performing graduated over here at Greek. Oma ko just as it. Eda omodi do for omodi mama say no be do for nti omo boa mama do for to help buffer stock so that your friends saying schools now here food this any man such shortages then happen. Nti minister me who agric minister and they say okay if the first 6 years na if you say na you have fear but the munja na says that you have fear say the munja no only na juma
But
what
Finney has say or you're sure say you be the first to go. You can reach out.
yeah but
Kwaku
me was a shocking because me only first person can be so called but yeah no say
what that make you moves no
what's that they say oh you don't agree oh sorry idiot
making moves no
I retract that
Wait a minute. After maybe.
they say what's that so you did you man
Kweku ni bibi. Kweku ni bibi. Unwe nse papa we opeso di president anamebwa.
Yeah.
Sa agric minister no.
Onja juma. Eno kwa ka na onye juma no.
Yeah, achievement opeso ye nso akon papa na ba no.
Na president is no for by say no who say so for
yeah but Kwame onye onu na kan so hu say na afunumu omode fertilizer na ekobo kina faso
I know many fine that time no bia by to say no he's making the right moves there. I got 2 years so bet my bibi so
me health minister person few.
Yeah, health minister them support too.
Also few, na finance minister also few.
Yeah.
Sanko for me anyway.
Me no yeah during COVID-19 so.
Obi o se na adweno agbo afaso no. So ogusu ye penin Kwame Okasan.
Or say he wasn't thinking well at the moment because of the pressure.
And she still goes to president na wa wo. Thinking mba. Na thinking nye adwuma ukoto edreku kana phone ya we ukwa obetina si.
Anyway.
Kwame, apocha nto masaka nde dada.
Okay, one guy you need to own here we sacking. I want to reach out for banner can be me yapai. Special prosecutor SP Ghana Funya SP. Special prosecutor.
Ono kwa omo de jegu ni chem.
Oh, I started Juma gidi to the mamimbo video in na muhu aduma. Oh yeah, promo.
Movement Against Corruption, Edem Sinanu says he is optimistic the Special Prosecutor will uncover several other corrupt dealings after the office recovered more than 1 million Ghana cedis from the Bianca company. The office of the Special Prosecutor ordered the company owned by Council of State member Eunice Jacqueline Boa Asmahine to pay the amount after investigations of corrupt dealings by the company.
An investigative report issued by the Office of the Special Prosecutor found that Asmahine, a council member and board member of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, procured through influence peddling a reduction of benchmark values for her company, which deals in the importation of frozen meat. The OSP noted that the investigations into La Bianca Company Limited was necessitated following a report by a private citizen. The company has been ordered to pay 1.074 million as a shortfall in import duties paid to the state. Reacting to the development, the co-chair of the Citizens Movement Against Corruption, Edem Sinanu, encouraged more citizens to serve as corruption lookouts and make reports to the Office of the Special Prosecutor.
We would encourage many other persons who are aware of such incidents occurring across other sectors to also report to the OSP so that further investigations can be done. Lack of connection between the commissioner and the Bianca itself, because they didn't write a letter, which means that technically we may not be able to hold the corporate entity accountable. However, going into the books to find out all the advanced police who benefited under what circumstances, and quite sure it's going to unravel many more cases where money is started to the state company.
The OSP has also extended investigations into the dealings of the company, as well as Eunice Jacqueline Boa Asmahine and the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority.
Let's talk about better health. If you ever feel anxious, depressed, stressed,
overwhelmed by the world being very much on fire, better health.
Anyway, 80 Special Prosecutor, Juma. Why no? Na kamu ya omo kano omo bo divi se kofobia omo hu ebon mu kakra I think omo body no omo ko bo custom for paying for ni video nti eba sa ma custom for no omo afano they were happy about it.
Co-chair of the Movement Against Corruption, Edem Sinanu says he is optimistic the Special Prosecutor
so don't wait, feed you know.
After the
All right. Now, I think we see we say Omoma report says Ubi IFN company IFN La Bianca any Omu CEO. And Ubi Abe report to Special Prosecutor and report to channel no investigation. Ubi Ako report to channel say Kufubi Chinyoma Bifa port wa. No mano, first of all, they are importing frozen meat, chicken here. Ba kumwa ba omuntia taxes n'nyoma wo so no Special Prosecutor onye investigation who say company no mu twifom of customs ona omni customs penfo bi na hyehyehye ho na ometu atwene mo na fimo omuntia ho ka no wabo Omoka 1 million Ghana cedis. This is car or much from Muntiaba. Joy or Kobo a customs for dinner, custom for to know Musuga lie. See, custom ni pay back what. Or no, I say we find a hono. And I also say a man of crime on some channel. The main TV shot now, yes, started carton.
And myself And anybody who has read that report very well will know the basis of that. And luckily for me, God is always on my side. Before that report came, that person had made a statement to some people who had come to them. He was going to publish something that will discredit me, and he will do that. And I even sent people to go and tell him that he's a small boy. I'm older than him. I have lived a meaningful life. If he attempts to destroy me, it won't be easy for him. People have tried it. I have survived. And this one too, I'll survive. All that happened. One of the reasons was because of Mr. Akurugu. He wanted Mr. Akurugu to be seconded to his office. And I said no. Mr. Akurugu is a customs officer, primarily employed to do customs work. And he is to partner Mr. Akutofachin in that office, African Continental Free Trade Area. He deals with tariffs and valuation. And therefore, I cannot second him to the office of the special prosecutor because he has a primary role to play in customs. And then he comes back through the commissioner again. And again, I said, I insist and will go by that he has a primary role. It is when I don't have a role for him or I can dispense of his services, I have others to do what he's going to do, that I will give him to you. So I insist. And he calls me to his office when in relation to La Bianca. And at the end of it, he talks to me about this same matter. And I said, yes, it is not the commissioner general. I wrote it. Go and check it. And I have my reasons. He will not be released to you. He will be in customs. And then behind me, he goes to resign. He's given the position of commissioner of police rank, and he's now with your office. And he goes to make allegations that Mr. Duchiama said we hit him, and they will deal with us. So that is it. That is the basis of that publication. But if you read it very well, there's nothing in it. It's hollow. It's actuated by malice. And those who are behind it, they know themselves. They know themselves. They've tried it several times. It is not working, and it won't work. I'm ready for any prosecution. That's what he must do. Not to say that they should do further investigations up to 2017. Up to 2015, I have letters written by Deputy Commissioner Demis Agavo granting similar things. And I produced them when he called me. He didn't have the letters, but I had the letters. My predecessor, Mr. Crenson, had those letters. This is common practice in customs. If you want to remove me, I have no problems. I won't be Commissioner Customs forever. I'm ready to go. But don't disgrace me. Don't hide behind people for your own failures, incompetencies, and then come and deal with me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is serious business. When you have a whole commissioner and a deputy commissioner being disgraced this way, and you have the tacit support of people who think they can only achieve things not by merit, but by destroying others. God is watching all of us. You hold the Bible, you hold the cross. God is watching you. And I've always been saying it. Accountability weighs all of us. We'll have our accountability on this earth and after death. So if you are behind it, you want to destroy Kodidama. No. I want the best for Customs Division. I want customs officers to be happy to do their job. It is only when they are happy that they will be able to achieve the targets.
Sir, with all due respect, since there is no water on your table, pause for me. Gentlemen,
na Ghana for society yet.
Enti akoi na yese oka ho oma omi mama me ni twefem na ne bu ofu special prosecutor or small boy kra na so bi na ni na akwa bi wo ne djuma mu a oye djuma ma na special prosecutor na peso akwa ne be ye djuma ma ono special prosecutor no ka se on ma afwa ne nko enti no enu enti na special prosecutor fufa chia ma akwa no resign free customs and our back special prosecutor obey djuma no ama ne post enti akwa ne na akutwa ntra atono so and because when release akwa no so ma special prosecutor kind of enti na odena basin
notice baby he never denied any of the allegations
Yeah.
Basically, the okay, and say aquanetine internet focus on no. But on point who deep down say what really true what you can hear and said in the say policy in OBI they've been doing it for a long time and every so just say corruption police now say policy in here. Like I said, you know why that I don't know attack it or no so who has something to do with corruption or anything, or who as a vendetta, because say if that is the case there, and then so attack you also process but so on internet they say attack into no corruption side there any case no only the say personal vendetta. When they say Ghana concept na I mean a concept now they be and say you can't corruption so we never put in place things to stop these things from happening, like people not paying cash at the ports and making things easier so that human beings don't even go to the port and they just receive it. You put in place systems to prevent these things.
And then as well, okay. And then I was listening to Ekosise. Eshedin Ketia was the guest. And then they asked him, now, he's a big proponent on political funding, because I say how. Now they figured out how to take smaller dues, or so just as 2 cities or 1 city from all their members. And yes, 2 cities. That's the kind of be now be. So what he came up with was that he said, you don't have to pay through Obia, it goes straight into the cafe. And because of that, South 2 cities members, they've been able to fund the party with no money from anybody but just the dues. And the politicians, they know how to fix the country. They actually do, but they just don't do it. At any point or
so what no person or train old person or better no person train them. So yep. Yeah, me who people or any form says or more position or mission answer or more picky or maybe at 2 years and a worker no. Or more picky never to 2 years. And so what banner would think was some or make to match what to. So I don't mean so person may. Papa asama be we know I bush a man soon. I bush and talk on a mokono. I don't know a woman team. Nto mu how Messi ebe why etam no me abi hu say etam na tete nti papa
e ho so fire ho ye de fire ho say yesika nyina I could
yes I mean more for more one years coming because you know your shipping them okwa last Saturday ya na ye container ye zuru kofi ye kwaza ono wo bagin French woman yanko na mpanyimfo wɔhyehyɛ hɔ a wɔbɔtua ka wɔn a wɔwɔ so wɔbɔtua wɔn a wɔntua no wɔayɛ ntwim fam kwame
special prosecute SP no na dwuma na wayɛ no who problem no wa solve and wa share nneɛma problem ni see so I mean why do you say I don't know
impanyimfo na kanta no within impanyimfo wo mu na nkasa wo ka papa na hye nso obere wa na adwuma
for custom for no nyina o ka say I want my custom officers to be happy no more budget
yes
because somehow we were ho o metime wi ado abra on cash
so utie papa na nsem na obi bia ye de asem ato so a nyame na ebedi ma asem ama me obe yusu sa abrofo no pe sa ni pakro e konfo
As a summer
because also asemna Kwesi Peter de beto abontin also one shadan koso too much but omodi aye me pen but mitimi defeat nyame betua nipa na oye ni nyina like ade na ode ato so no entisa on kan ho asem say o chese okay Kwame enye sa na eye no ebia oba your officer ye no A B C but oba no ena me pese office of one na make you happy ena omunye say na nyame ni omubedi no asem na da ho no na ye ka ho asem enyi nyame asem na oni nipa kro ni bedi no eno no call the pension on nyame ni bedi o but right now no Ghana for epe answers are or the questions na to wa man see him bisa oh ena we so nhwehwani mu na wa obey your press enye obi na e do call we see committee bia say be you ano one na waba enti won sem na wo ka no ena e dey ba bejejo which means what disikani be
When the yesterday was that way hokra because it could have just said yeah yes we be doing this all time it is obechi obi ani just watch ye and obi abetina say okay wait there okay you find say we are going to turn a new leaf so from now going we are not going to be doing those things so yes solve a problem na anyway
the intimidation and I say o bada ben me ma ye adwuma na che o ye kitikiti
yeah the problem he called him
to so oje paying channel
or paying channel
no
you know where you are no
yes Uni apply ye bibi na wabo bi ahye nsem na okay the next one wafa who didi jana so obekasem
kwa me papa na oyo ba na do yo kasa ototototo no ho
say sikano who di sikano na masa who di sikano na say omu hu lupus no say ye ya chewa ho say onya ye a onya soft voice a obetimi a convince Ghana for say
serious do you kasa otototo no ho twinchin
to me sort of samba bonte na obepa Ghana for nyina acho I know omo a na omo wo ase ho na omo boji su ni nyina so omo chi omo nyina gum because omo nyina ya cartel no omo nyina ya konfo because asem na okan no ehu nye ayi bia ese omo bodidi wan kanya nsasem bia se ese omo bo hu didi mo bo hu didi no
je ba o mi stand wa kwapino ba o mi stand no ma kwapino
oh I say we there now the oma ba mi aho me class and this is not about I say we o ka ho
no one stand ya nkofa kwapino okay bia no o ma gbaje so
special prosecutor I'm very impressed because the company that he went after no woman I think it's a council of state to say
yeah council for western region
yeah council of state and I think they not signed that board because she's quite
or the port one of the port borders or
or sign like some political influence because special prosecutor like I say there was some influence peddling involved and see for him to go after such a person it means he wants to do a job but I mean say from an corner
the special prosecutor may they are be a scapegoat may you know I don't know
crime and find the grandma oh you might be you know about the
well when some can say Russia for no more ye be back no
that we are afraid that we shall
what they were
I think the position and your position are Richard. It's kind of sad.
But you see, at the end of the day, somebody still they have me still in the same home. Sadly, you better watch them, sir. Not a war. We yes, you man into Quemusenia and Sensibium.
Yeah.
because you see, normally like so accounting cranka, it will be a friend a so-called auditing, risk-based auditing. Risk-based auditing is say in places are a risk one to say petty cash in places and cover between USICA and answer money change and a auditing if focus upon you reduce all risk areas. You deal with all those risk areas before you deal with anything else, because you don't have all the time in the world to audit every single part of a company. Anka a institution be anka correct anka Ghana anka correct anka. There's many people have started talking about how do we put in place measures so that those things don't happen again. Whether it's yearly audit of those systems or putting in place a barcodes or something to make sure say or receipt near number each and every time they say you could do a receipt number where you say, oh, this is the number of people who use this particular facility and you have to account for all of it at the end of the year, just to make it very difficult for people to abuse things. Because at the end there, so and you'll be able influence be able to use it.
Well, when Mr. Ghana, correct.
Of course, it be a quarterly. Because I say all the film every 3 months, every 4 months. No, every 3 months.
Master, sike efa hono Kwame sike efa hono. Sika kitwa.
Because I no more forget too. Oh, by next year this time will be
next year. Ochina different news about different breaking news about.
They've been forced to pay $1 million. 1 million cedis back to the state. Into at least that's the kind of
Ochina Friday. Different news baba. You better forget to way.
Oh no, the fact the media has forgotten it and just said I'm buying you a few.
The media so now about okay buying.
I'm buying back baby.
The media now about me no we hear be fee. Kwame. I buy the people boom. Ube won say we nipa na ba. Wo wa china, e bon say we nipa na ba kasa. No wa to bomba from.
What do 1 million?
We nipa na wo say me mbo ne din no ba ba kasa o china. Me to bomba from.
At least with the 1 million, I think that he should be recommended for that. And you see, your man fan send to me and they know you're more. So that's the guy we crowd. I say, I say, this could be a quarter. I say, call special
for account
or hiring for more. Or hire, I say, yeah, for money.
But Kwame, baby, you need to say bribery, corruption, law say at least OGA is to be a 10% in my government. Now you say idea to say there's no way to be stopping. You have a tax war.
Mama,
okay, to say last week, Mualam says a fetch. Or more I downgraded Ghana from B- to CCC. I think that is a question I shall say. Now, your credit rating on your test. Now, Nancy, I'm a kind of saying a few months ago. And I see no Masayati from so B to B- was a visa. And I say, oh, what's happening? Can you explain that for us?
Oh, simple. They say, you need in between a investment grade junk. You were investment grade, you were in between big and you were junk. They say, and I'm junk. Junk rating is there's a higher probability when they are giving you money. In their mind, there's a high probability you may default. They'll charge you very high interest rate because all risks are very high. And the more risky you are as a creditor, the more interest rate will charge you because you may not be able to pay it. More interest interest be a while. So that's basically it. Your bonds near junk. That's basically it. You need investment grade. So, I mean, it's just as simple as that. Just say your more patcher and say you're managing any million to see your decado dona. I'm trust the classy bit me to you. So, simple.
Oh, that's a Wokuma credit score every 300.
Yeah. I mean,
oh, that's bad. Into first now, B minus no can hear almost my Sicano.
Yes.
No, be a CCC, the channel my crowd.
Yeah, so now a junk rating. For junk bonds. I mean, over day. I mean,
I think that's why people are saying, say, finance minister now, and whoever was involved in handling this economy, no, say, vice president, you won't be reshuffle, but you can that the leader of the economic management team, you can take that and give to someone. I think one of the governments we had, Kufu, Rollins, and then that it wasn't the vice president that was it, not somebody else was handling that.
I mean, say I'm a foreign number who occupy new finance minister. The person doesn't even know what's in the book. Say no, what will be that assistant? What's in the book? Your committee in the crowd new figures because I don't know. They say what about it? I'm a foreign cracker, so I'm a foreign cracker. So any idea of what he's even talking about? Some way. I mean, you want the finance minister to be gone, but I don't know to even whether he's there or he's not there. No. I've already given up on that part. That's the problem because, like, the way I see it,
baby, how kind of sense you will be? Also, new person or banana why then?
Say a books no. A door so the man budget now the number of pages or budget so many number of projects and 4 year eco budget no. There are a lot of figures. New person no. It will take you almost like 6 months to know where everything is going and where everything is coming from and all that type of thing. It is a call IMF not Kasakra figures the cry I want to the cry only maybe a figures niffy. Because he didn't draw the budget, he didn't he wasn't there when they were putting it together. So it's very hard for him to know where all these things are coming from, where all these things are going through, what the trends were, and why they took those decisions. So it makes it difficult for the person to even negotiate because he's not abreast with what's happened and why it happened and what's going on. Because he's now coming to get himself up to date. You may end up in a situation where IMF for the crowd knows more about the figures he's presenting than he himself knows about the figures because he's new to that position. That's the danger I fear.
Now, okay. Going back to something happening on one.
What?
So wait me now man deputy take you over now.
Yeah, you can also do that. You can obey me and deputy to take you over.
They have directors.
But yeah, you can do that. The problem is some microphone and one cause a problem plus him. And you win together causes a problem.
So directors in the union media because I'm not so
Ghana.
Ghana,
you won't know. Ghana, a change a president cry to me change a owner of KVIP, so almost superintendent over a KVIP. If that can happen, say almost superintendent over a KVIP, to me change your man. What is the guarantee that can't be changed? Like,
like that idea of Madame Grady, credit scoring. Like what would be the effect on the common Ghanaian, like the common Joe or Nam Ghana? What then a bayano?
Oh, effect that they send your budget taxes paper because some can no more to me more tax. Say you the cow, I see your interest now. You don't see that. Now, normally the end they say, Quaco loan for floor, need a bit your interest of a interest now, ever be hitting. As you say,
why did this idea no buy?
Oh,
sounds like a very dumb idea.
The idea is simply kicking the can down the road.
Yeah. It sounds like a very, very dumb idea.
I mean,
your plan is
great. Yeah,
so I
mean, some person in this idea, then you have to stop doing deficit budgets. But you see, that's where I blame a finance minister. Like he said, I was hard disciplined to keep the budget from getting into deficit. And at least you won't be adding more to the debt. You'll be at where you are. You'll be trying to manage what you already have.
Right.
Yeah, but then because when you continue adding, it means you're just accumulating more and more debt. Oh yeah, the sounds one I just said it'll come to a point you can't keep on doing it forever. It comes to a point where, as they say, a flexibility. Say, because of a junk rating, you need some flexibility. Say, loan will be the bit your interest, and you can't that. Now we are stuck. The only option one is say you can't gym taxes. More than a budget taxes per brain. Yakopa, I'm a first choice. I'm of being back on the Francotia.
Yes, so now you need skate. Now, on budget tax, you can run a young.
Oh, third one. They have forget your third place of member which you can say on the call your local banks no more common treasury bills. Treasury bills a higher rate. And this can member businesses no. Or come opinion in so they have a wholesale Mukagutia Ekano. It's I don't know the business is more Ghana Cranomunia a Bosnia Crab Bog Koyomo Ejuma. That was another problem that will happen because they will need to take money from everywhere they can.
It is a treasury bills interest never cost per pound.
Ever cost per bank
good for us.
What?
Yeah, I press treasury bills. Is this the best time to buy treasury bills?
Kweku. We local banks are okay. Omeguno. For no moko.
Banks and local banks will have to get free of home. Oh, the only treasury bills no more Toma banks in more Ghana. In the Barclays Bank, ABSA, a Guaranteed Trust Bank, in a one Ghana in Nigerian banks. Say, Oko Ghana now account. So, we can order Kosher Bank. We service accounts in it where current account. Say, Oko all this can Kosher Bank. Bank no, Omojuma Moya NSL. Omofa Usikana, no more their a company's loans. Na companies dia kwe adwuma in fact one eba ho no no mo dia be ma no mo de interest ka kra ama na interest na ka no mo de tua omo workers nika. Now there are some types they say there are sometimes bank no mo hwe na government omo treasury bills ne higher say in fact no benya from local business na be ma loans na omo de sika rather be ma government no. So instead of doing the normal thing of giving your money in your savings account to local businesses to make profit so that they can give it back to you, they'll give it to the government because the treasury bill rate is very high, so that the government can pay back the treasury bills later, and then you can get your money back in your savings account. But when you start giving all the money to the government, it means the local businesses who are supposed to go and borrow from the banks, there's no money there for them to borrow. Because
right, and I buy more returns, you know.
Yeah, and I buy more returns. Bank somebody seeking in armor buying. Oh, small business, our person expand there and answer person we export here and answer auto a farm equipment. You won't get any money to go and get the farm equipment because there's no money to loan you. They've given all the money to the government. And yes, local banks, I don't mean indigenous banks. So look about any bank located in Ghana, that's where you go and put your savings. So it's not necessarily you go and put it at UT Bank, but you can even put it at any Barclays, ABSA Ghana, and it's still a local bank, and they'll still buy government treasury bills.
It's not me besides some like, is it for an individual? Is it a good time to buy treasury bills for Ghana?
Oh yeah, most probably, yeah. I mean, the only thing you have to do is to so check arbitrage here, the loss on the currency depreciating versus the interest number amount. It is a interest near way higher than the amount of depreciation of the CD to the dollar, and then you always get your money back.
Okay.
Yeah. Or unless you go and buy it in dollars. If you buy it in dollars, then you're 100% safe. If you buy it in CDs, then you have to make sure the arbitrage. You have to make sure depreciation of the CD is not more than the interest rates they are giving you.
But so we are Ghana near out to Ghana out the cities, and you don't need dollars or anything. It's gonna be a good idea to buy trading, right?
Oh yeah, especially when it's this high, you most probably you make a lot of money out of it. But you see, when you do the economy this way, all the businesses in the country start suffering because liquidity beyond business. In the business start to say go or country now, then it becomes a very bad thing.
I mean, more business crank come on there for treasury bills.
And I understand. So as I said, Obi and Juma Ghana, it gets to a point where government will be good because government also the way we see candidates say a business the Jumana omunya profiter no more be as tax. Na omuti employees na pay PAYE no more be as tax. This if there are no businesses in the country, then you're on your way to Sri Lanka or Somalia or going to bankruptcy.
That's a baby idea.
Sri Lanka minus very true.
That's a way at the idea as Snanoqua plus a coup d'etat.
Yeah, you do.
Sri Lanka is new.
Yeah, maybe I could compare business more.
Yeah,
me say we need give you account, but maybe so question.
Okay.
O financial minister on ade oni me yan say on kaje busia.
Yeah.
No funchi aka. Nti ebe ne say na Ghana ebe koso. Because me say we je busia what the ya ade na mfaso abo no wetu aka. But no je busia na we ono edi na ode bi ekutu aka. Nti ebe ne den.
And I minute Kwame come some weeks ago and said, and no quite is Busiana Yaji and a fine be what you find ya there in Fasoba Beba, back when you mismanagement with the banks, you know. Now, you can't say the two banks, so the amount of money we used to sustain the bank was even more than how much the banks owed. Into your says you can with and it's power plants now dum so buy na yekoto ye na yeto too much yetu aho can so ye use no se kind of fine on the coin. So the problem is that we always mismanaging ye se kind of ho se kind of buy ho dia ka say the enema input ujuma ka fa so be buy e betimi dey tua loan ye mfanye because of mismanagement ye say ni na esa na sa merry-go-round you better because I mean paying back the interest the crowd there is a symptom of our problem. Say your investment in your correct because ukoji loan so now come back to ukoji loan. So most probably ukoji loan now all the koya DB and them for so but celebrate me to interest no. And now all the see down be ojo hochi okra wait me at home. They back alone because but yeah no sika na yekodia ho ye fanya dia de faso ba na say ye fan ko share capital investment bi a ye ho chire yakwa bitimi aton de etua saka no any problem no enti say ye change sania ye niema ye because wako so because obi ani ho a obabibo no brasa obitimi akonanim I mean so when you get out what you could do with Numa, there's no way you're going to pay back your loans. Yes, sir.
So near more canning, you know, Matthias say, ye call Connie Aquani as NBC baby. Okay. So, my question is, Benfane said the time now NDC no also no. Now your IMF already. You free move 2019 and you free move. And before overcall and son or more approve any amount to be on model Bema Biano. Hey, Memphis say take him almost like 3 years and sana IMF for why then. And why is anxious, Beboa.
It depends. Depends why about 1 year, maybe 2 years. I mean, it depends.
Okay. Or the maximum date, or the Memphis says 1 year crana. Maybe question is which means you're not more patches say no crew can say in 2 years before and sana more crano mu take it like year free IMF no crano na still crew na say because say you free mu 2019, right? And MPP so more the so 6 years in here into a come 2 years no more free so right. It is all to 2019 ni free more technically no IMF na really Ghana for 4 years now. What you say?
Yeah, what you say. But I know say I can't want to say Ghana yet is a drug user. Yeah, abuse drug. You call IMF
Dracula.
You call remission.
Dracula.
Yeah. IMF remission. It's straight, yep. And it's like because we are normally a little bit more disciplined. I'm more yeah, I don't want to even use that word. I say you mismanage man. And that's the bane of our problem because there's no country, there's no person that mismanaging an affairs that ultimately there's no institution, there's no person in this world who mismanages his internal affairs and that's well. No matter what strategy you use, you still have to manage your internal affairs. If you mismanage your internal affairs, no matter what strategy, whether you're communist, socialist, you're using government structure, you're using authoritarian government, it really doesn't matter. The point is being competent in how you manage your affairs. China is not democratic. I mean, they are not. But Malaysia wasn't democratic when they were under their dictatorship when they developed. Neither was South Korea. They weren't Thailand. The same Singapore. The same way. I mean, the point is not being a democracy or being a dictatorship. The point is being able to manage your affairs properly. I mean, the Europeans have their style. They did the democracy and they used the capitalism and they were disciplined enough to do it that way. I mean, the Americans also the same way. But the point is, it's not the system you're running. The point is being able to do the right things at the right time. That's basically the point. I mean, being able to manage your affairs properly. Not looking for different solutions to cut corners, because so yeah, problem is basically how anybody manages his affairs in this world. You have money, you want to make more money, you go and take a loan and use it to do something that will give you a lot more profit so you can pay back your loan and expand your business or expand your economy. That's basically what we should be doing, and that's basically what we don't do. We go take the money and then we use it for things we shouldn't be using the money for, and then we complain. Or we waste it because it's kind of corruption. The other mismanagement. You could see abandoned houses. You could see houses now. You government could see be kufoba could see be or her now we saw but now could see be or her. Then can you abo no can ya shisikano because kufo you build this by Mahama so buy or the sagleme buy kufa do beban so no so the hospitals you could JB Bush mo. Blocks so you go JB Bush. And all these investments as they say what
88 in year started.
Bako crying see Bako
okay,
Kwame Jai.
Wrong example. Or kako see cathedral didn't we next time obi aso twaso. If you be see and say as they say wakoto machine one to pass ni nyina enti sika no okoji loan de koto machine so machine when you do that enti machine the host na machine pro wakoboka to machine so when you use machine no the next person be buy ya oga say machine we nyina wakoto another machine na third person ba no wakoto machine we nyina na mo boka the same country here boka so you use that machine juma ka say machine dey the Bema fast one. Sir, your friend is saying the sugarcane factory, Commander Sugar Factory, Passa, take or pay my friend is saying power project here. You cut up a power baby, you to me export power, the power and so and fine so you have okay baby because the other planting in Abagane and also a car, abandoned building, see a car. Banks there can say yeah, resuscitated banks so a can be brain near bow home. I mean, so we keep on making lots of mistakes due to mismanagement, and we expect by magic that we will be will go forward. It can't happen that way.
Sugarcane factory, you say, Copona, Media, Ahedian. Almost government, my government.
Oh,
right.
There was this one crime, may forget here, inland port, and also a first start here. I mean, it's like it's kind of it's like, and it's kind of shit the jack crack and better because basically that's basically what we're doing.
Can you crank in with the times, sir? I was out and now interview and I may listen to Sir Boss for managing director. No, see, we had tanks out. That's how they make their money. They have tanks out. I'm going to store petroleum products, for companies. We want to turn in bulk. It's so baby this year. Now time now we here no mababe. More tanks. Be 100. I'm using 100 as a round number so that the percentages will work. Now they were using only 18 of the tanks. Nya can do how messy, but when you see we turn your can say, project halfway. Yeah, you cannot use it for anything, but yet you put money into it. It's or buy now out of no more money, no more use 80%. Only say we have bought war. Even equipment in the tanks were bought a tanga for some Senegal in your gas, it seemed to be Gumna Tuama, Burkina Faso for an animal. So we have to spend a little money and fix all that, and that's how he's been able to pay all box debt. Because of building this annual money, they had a pipeline from Western region to Tema. But Omashada said pipeline you have to hire tankers. No much gas, then you pay the tankers instead of using pipeline or Mabokayan.
Yeah, we are talking of oil. There's this problem. We have free gas from ENI. ENI, an Italian company, they are helping to do the oil. If any of our government had brains to connect the pipe from the gas pipeline from there to any of our power plants now, you get to tell you now. Free electricity because our gas at the moment when in the air with that gas, we flare it. Flaring is like gas will be to me use on gas so you to me send two form of instant film beam into your ship gas. We are flaring gas. Meanwhile, we could use that gas to power the nation and it's free. Coming to us free. We'll be more gas for free. I mean, because basically they are mining it in our land and in the agreement, there's a portion which has to go to Ghana for free.
Now it's going to be a problem because when you the Kukumasi, are you going to build a pipe all the way there?
Either you build it to Accra, but me personally, I was thinking, why didn't they just make one of the people send the plants rather closer to Takoradi, so that we build power lines rather to Accra and to the other parts of the country. So the plant will be nearer where the gas is coming from, and then we build power lines rather instead of building the gas pipeline.
This is one of the things that it's a custom officers here now. Not too long ago, they have more gas and more petrol or more petrol Takoradi. And on my build the pipe from Takoradi to Abia Tema. Senebe ombe save cost on say ombe hole petrol no.
Yeah, because it's expensive. Because you have to every truck will take a small amount, and you have to fuel it and all that. Change tires and all that. I mean, and pay the driver.
What for na a sabotage pipe? Obeko hwehwem no mo oni sa tankers na ehole gas. Eti ya akwa build pipe to save money no. Be 10 years no mo use pipe. And this guy said it didn't cost too much, just a little money to fix the pipe, and now they're using it. So almost time building another pipe, I think all the way to Kumasi today. And what they're doing in order not to
they shutting it down.
In order Nyanso they are told to say Obedi Sika every tank transportation owners, transportation companies no my investing in the pipeline so that Sika omutia to Sika nkometiama interest and nkometiama banks you rather pay to the tankers and although he has taken that job from them, they get some money from it. So like this is just to buttress the good point and say what we really need are good managers. So you'll be able to reinvent anything, but somebody who can manage something very good. Roberto say he's found solutions to it. And this guy is an engineer. That's why
the number says one birthday from Takwadi to Borogano. One ASI way no.
I don't know. I don't know who exactly did it. I think
because minimum
Kwame Nkrumah and you Nkrumah back okra.
With the meba. So gas we never buy no. No Kwame Nkrumah na. Omuya asa atuabo guys no. No Kwame Nkrumah we would that. And I'm a
very old profile now. But Omuya no
meba. Yo omaya de ya to plan na to obafa so no. What's a one for so? Kwame, here na edi enwa bose kwa kweku ka no. Obi abrede pipe na to work program. Also by we yen hwehwem say pipe no e ka aba ho. Nti obeja to woja pipe no to so a amanfo betwa pipe ya koto. Kwame we ya we. Ade magana ye boka no na kwekure ka no. Obi brand ya ade no to a inso say bi ba obeso so no. Oba o se bi yen hwehwem because we di sika. Ena magana ye bra no intama vo twetwa pipe na o metwetwa aton nti obekọ no de drobentum a obekọ awu bebi na hone etwa na oso wo so sika na ncha edi be ya de papa na edi koso so sa endeme na sa nkwasede we so to say we nti ya na edi en ho ablo
ibi na aban bi aba o si o this guy is doing a project me fan say your fans are struggling.
Yeah, and a mechanic.
Ubia disco on disco, people have to live in those houses. So if you come, you finish the project. No, what this can we project, no one we project, no scan ready. It's about now tomorrow. Uchinu tum now yan we a crowd with where we saw with it. So why don't you finish it and just put the problem be our one? It's a choir, especially choir muda, and yeah, MP phone call entity for see. Choir we no, almost say oh, yeah, be or the choir. Then choir say if it's not totally finished that, now the rainy season comes in. And
you have to start from zero again and spend money zero. Again.
So why don't you just finish it, seal it? Not Sikaya Diwa who be a room if I cry, they over there now. So why do you have to leave it?
And then have finished buildings, the crowd my police for now. They will finish it themselves.
They'll finish it.
You don't need to even finish it. Just say, okay, they say yeah, but two project way and fire into their farm. Once they know it's there, they will finish it themselves. I mean, I don't know. You be a one brother because basically
Kweku Nancy Amity say almost sit down be na dan na mfa say 30 million asameka omo yen hwehwem no afi omo wie no omo say okay 30 million for yen ye de system na de kesi dan no wa bancha tete no omo de 30 million che si dan too But me and you we say you use 60 million. E can see down back up.
Boss for ya me come.
Then
Same guy. Asemi a okay. Boss for ya me come want to be.
The
same guy.
But they are when they say when you book 3 times so. First one, a corruption now. Idea agreement. Idea you said 800 billion, 300 year.
Yeah, 300 million.
The second cost in it say a human ye jama a dilapidate here, and you see kakra kodum. Third cost in it say a bani we acquired the bank of phobia and Kabinya fast was still. And can bet me out on even have finished houses in crank. I'll bet me out on when you're It's still better than just leaving it in the bush. A Canada, you bought it 3 times from the corruption, from the abandonment, and from the not using it. Then you know, it just say, see, can in the first place, and I'll buy a crown of say, okay, corruption, cry, but still we use data. And I can say, okay, at least partner, you lose your corruption part, and on you lose it. And so in this case, we are losing both the corruption part, we are losing the buildings themselves too.
Yeah, plus Sika, the copper auditors number the
yeah, so we lose
somebody will come and have to go borrow money and try and repair these houses, and that's another.
So like even if the person was corrupt and he used corruption, just use the building. At least you been here for so crazy. When you so zero crying. I mean, what the hell is this?
I don't know a pro. This one a pro.
Whether it's corruption or not, at least they use the crying in your home for so crazy.
That's my biggest problem with these parts.
Kufuor buildings here, Muja is a Kufuor severe.
Kufuor.
Say or building affordable homes.
Yeah.
Kufuor when we know, you check for class say, oh, we my bench, my pension, the way mount, the way mount, yeah, pension better so. Na the way actually.
You would have saved some money. Yep.
Okay, why?
Save
okay, pension no the academy is Russia, you better so the way actually. You better win so the way actually. At least I give us the music. At least.
Yeah. Even have built houses in the COVID market. So you know what? 100,000. You have 50,000. 50 now. I can't. You buy the fast. Dine now. What was?
So you better remove my ninja.
This is a course agreement. A day maybe a fridge in television in pa bibia system no maybe no. Or make you gumani na ring canna because of draining keka or mine ye. And so there's some more court. Yeah, maybe judges for the Mugana. Then Yanson and more.
The judges don't why they.
Oh, Kwame, there's some in the bone chair. Nothing won't say, as some no, and question some, can you say, and question some? Konakaya, dear no. When a war finance edition or Ghana.
There be injunction in that dine who you met me, I don't pay somebody be a gay, you can't make me the idea. Of course, it doesn't mean that you can't do anything unless there's an injunction, but there's no injunction on it. So when the court accept crank because
Nanko folk Gumusa, what's the son? I put the phone as a folk go and say, maybe Biancatinum. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, we are moving on. Last but not the least.
Someone come from a police soldier for fire barracks.
Soldier for winning Kopo Panel come here with our fire service for they are the poorest of all service. So our Mama fire service for 3 houses on fire. Anyway, let's move on. Last one. This involves a little politics and some data science. Easy say, they are in the prelims of trying to take a CI to Parliament, sir. Pass on final elections. Assembly say, per se, people are turning 18 right now, and now be on your register or Ghana right now to vote. It's all quite register. It was a Ghana card to pay. At first, you could use your passport, your driver's license, and even 2 people can vote for you. Okay, Ghana card no cry. Somebody you can just take one person. No, I call about chairman. But to say there almost a penny. I will say, Union register number register a Ghana card on Kwan is the only thing that you can use to register in Ghana. Be most of say because that's not the only way to show people say we are Ghanaian, and the constitution say Ghana need beer where the 18 beer is allowed to vote. Into yes, are not all restrict Ghana for any beer voting vote. Secondly, Nipa Beya say 3 to 4 million people are almost still up to now card. It is to opposite in brand to see assuming say time no be so na card. And you're right, because the time no sooner or because in your electoral commission for no more card. In the NIU for the time no sooner or to be like I say, what should done now disenfranchise into no penny. So Jebeya electoral commission for no for other things like the passport and the driver's license and vouching in Munja or copy say Ubi Abinya Ghana card and Sana. Who's gonna go first? Hanson.
Yeah, over Kwame. Yeah, that. Ghana dear, Sabio, no, I'm in fantasy. I mean, she says, Pronona, no, among family, because say, who to assassin so. I don't think say Ghana card in the mouth right away. A states, Europe for year, America for year, Australia, so be a ministry be almost very because your whole to what your mouth men say either say be a best sex and they are number one into tradition no I then I at the monubiana not yen at the babyana you're talking because the same more patches say Ghana card no so when you know voters ID card no and you and we so also so okita passport or also so the passport name maybe it is a can say government at the IDs now the empower as say you because it's a more back best set and passport is so in there apart from Ghana card it is a the empower members and government more person say because US no we are grants no still almost use best set almost say use passport into social security plan obi wo ho onim ne social number meaning come America for be onim that number obi driver license plan onim that state ID obi enti ede na mo purchase uni state ID ni dia any onye Ghana ni bi so best set enti mani use that best set no and I didn't realize you plan it. Say bit here and commercial date, it be a 20-year planning. Because you can say, Obia or will be a passport. And I say, you be a ruler of renewal. Not more a united, I do maybe I attach my clip for. But Mujina so Cassa, you mister, you say you're capable of I am not in any Nakatana or so I do. Yes, and the new card as an idea. I security you for good and you have to say, Bimu, a queer Linda. Now, near opposition can also come to make your once because Ghana, ye Monto, and to say on Monto as well. And no more be blue, what? Young working with Kakana, you want na you say adiwe sinipane de Ghana card ne ba still obetimi ato aba or the voters ID card ne so ba obetimi or the passport yenye system ne say either any government ID name, you know, no bit me use. But by ye come one of the antisa. To say there's only you should Ghana card. And come here say, oh, you're Ghana need. But US name, Europe no so more you know, we use ID, we use passport, we use game, me and ye too. Come up or more joining army no or more recognize oh yeah, a government ID. But here you go media and this apart from say the who say WhatsApp now basho. It is the same telegram letter from Yenjaye into post office, you're good. Sanachi. It is all at the channel say you say you use card you everything is virtual. Not just so you see the the new system now more than so on. As I pay for the science class, no who say I don't know more yet. All system be at least. And according to me, why am I using history or maybe say at least yes, I take bear sets. Still, you use bear sets. You use voters ID. You say you should ask. And I use Ghana card. Into a baby. Oh, no, you say at the full baswa. Me a jai old school. Not ye, Kumha antique crab wear dancing. You are my. Saa nneɛma no deɛ me pa aban no kyerɛ sɛ time no koraa no ɛhyɛ man because nkwadaa se hɔ no ɛnyɛ adeɛ sɛ ebinom koraa nim ID no ɔmo nte aseɛ education na ɛwɔ ho no amanfoɔ bebree nyɛ dɛ ɛnte aseɛ eti no ɔmo invest in education nim sɛ ɔmo nkɔ radio station sɛ Ghana card no say but ɔmo mpɛn sɛ bi a because about your man and into my yes, all those things now boy. No. So what I say, na me to my class and I say na me test ya. Me na medium recovery about office or day. I mean, because they ain't feeling to them. Obinim say is coming. And no man, yeah, mistakes now, and won't know. You know, because you'll be trusting who say. About you who so I didn't know, you should be about amount for time to I didn't.
All right, Ama.
Yeah. Good evening. Me change with you for. As some I break, as some become I breaking you because I can still see you could see signs. And at times, this so idea, so now the idea crampa, they can still accept it. It's not rejected. Now, so many sure say Ghana say, oh, they are CD and they are sent no cry, they even counted anymore. It's just as you said, you want the fufra, near to that naturally forgotten say, if we that no send you home fufra, and we can build on that. I am very sad. And based on some of the idea say, I don't know why they think that is what will push people to get the card, or I don't know why they are coming with that idea. But the point here is I can have the card, and whilst I was ready to vote, I don't have it with me. So are they trying to tell me something? What my birth set and that's my passport? I mean to me from voting. In a way, it's not really making sense. But they are just saying it like that just to push people to go for the card. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what I think also. But won't mean you soon you can't disenfranchise the person. So when the card now money voting. I mean, I don't think the card now you're gonna need. No. Because Kuma, you can use your driver's license, your passport, if you have a state card, if you have a city card, are there IDBR because they're all linked together. It will be to me, you see, your Joe driver's license are. Kuma, we have a similar one like Ghana for card, but your friend real, I don't know, one friend real card. It's just a driver's license and data from your passport.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they can aim for that, but for now, once I will register, will be an idea. Card will be
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense. I think I didn't talk crap about. They better think of a better way of persuading people for going for the card rather than saying, "Say we need no won't vote to and all." And I also don't think the reason why I say EC, Abejiatu said that is what it should be. Me well knowing very well said they haven't done much job for people to get the card yet. It's a mess in a way. And it's a baffle say Bibia have to be mess. You get it? It's like Ufa Bibia na so beka wasama. There is a hole in there. Ufa Bibia na beka wasama, especially concerning Ghana. Bibia is kind of Bibia will hold about it. It's sad, Anyway, that's my input, guys. Bye.
Yo, that's a Sama.
Yes, sir.
My main cousin on film. Why?
Okay.
Median Kwame, me who say banwe or person break 8 no. Nti e kwa obofo so bi or person break 8 no ye. Enye Ghana card ho asem bia. Opeso oyaro tete nkofo na amafo kwampa ye fed up umkoto aba. Sa na oye ya obeset kra mo se ehu yin faso. Then so the best set ya na de passport. The best set we na de Ghana card. What I see. Inside any nyina na make na kwakwantima no court ejina so omo metwe sade any nyina. Court na twa mu saa ban wonya na ode saa de nya court na court etwam say obeset ehun ni mfaso ba ko pa America ha obeset hun mfaso mpo che ID card no because wo ko obeset ansa wonya ID card no sisi adomo wa no mabo ID offense Ghana card amount dia asam na mfaso de Ghana so when breaki 8 na ntokobesi ade ohwehwa no na ne ho ato no na saa enema time waye wa Ghana nyina ye de acha no wo ye na saa so wo bu echefo abro wo bu echefo abro wo obaya wotiwe saa jeminsa we wonnim pass ade wo ye enye wonnim pass ade wo ye enye na so chinchinai oni boss masare chinchinai sa mpaso moye ade mpaso moye no because aban bi na pointing on no mun break 8 no mun gusun di Ghana ska o mun gusun robe Ghana na ye na ye wa na ye mbre wo ka pe o mo say hey wo ye ndisi ni wo ka pe wo say hey wo ye MPP ni de no mpaso mo de o man Ghana no mo bona bro because obi feel say Ghana na papa ka ho na o ma chichere Ghana no na so papa wa mba ye hu wo papa wa ye hu ti say wo nye hu ya kwame asem bi wo wa asa ye ka kire no wo papa wa mba ye hu wo so wa nye hu na so wo ti wo tum say encha wo ni pokra make sa chen agofa de papa wa mba ye hu ono aso nye hu onye hwe wa Ghana o the school feeding den na o de bono safone school we so na agirige kwame yen kan no krenchire akofa de sade o ye no enye ma no obeluso obenwini
electoral commissioner for the
kwame me ba electoral commission no pepon ma me not so no akofa do no appointing no nso ade o pese o ya akofa do break 8 no na o pese o ye no ade se we break 8 na ntakoba ba because am for ntia say me ID card am do to aba ade chincha me nya Ghana card am to aba na ntokona aba na we kusat na so de enhwehwe ni mini we bedi bia ye kọ obi ba na obi abaye saa na eman no ye kọ no nchekwa me nko betena so afebo enye fine na omo ya no enye fine kwekutu aso na makuma mba
akuma nda berry
akuma be na emai akuma be na emai
Ghana dear I said you need plan and I said you international green cross because hey so you need redundancy via so me understand idea not just a or card they say you can't get anything done because then because your passport won't work and nothing else. So there's no redundancy. Just say, there's only one type of card you can use, and if the card is not available, then you're in trouble. It's like, I mean, there's no country that does that because it's like it doesn't make sense because maybe your wallet and I said, card with me, and I said you may not have taken it along with you. I mean, there's so many things that can happen for you to be without your card. So you can't rely on just one ID card. I mean, so a computer password in possess or password here. You can either use text message or you can use question and answer. Yeah, just for redundancy's sake. So I mean, it doesn't make any sense to say you only have one option and that's the one option. They could have said, say, if you can't even bring your card, then you bring together a passport and a birth certificate or a mixture of this and that for us to verify you. But saying that is the only form of identification, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, even if it was administered properly, and here's the case, say, even administration, the crown administered properly, you are not even sure that by the time say an election whereby not obeying your card.
Right. I think that's where the problem. Yeah.
So
I think the reason why people they want to lean on the Ghana card method, the data behind the Ghana card has more attributes than any of the cards. So,
that's true.
Everybody wants to lean on that. But you cannot say okay, I'm not ready. What about me?
You know what's funny about this whole thing? So Ghana card, before previous voter register, there were a lot of people saying that don't do the voter register. Let's focus on this Ghana card and use the Ghana card and finish it, so we don't need to be doing this voter register every time. And the government didn't agree. You remember that? People, Ghana, we forget things very quickly. This government was the same government saying yes, every 4 years be a new voters register. We are more a Ghana card. I don't know focus on no for seeking in Anko in Ghana card. It's a bit media election.
No,
you remember that time?
Yeah, I remember. Bob was 213 million. Say, I'm the new ID card number for card. I don't know fast as can share.
Every year Ghana card.
Next 4 years. We could have used that. We had an older register. No, see a new swear.
So me at the end of the day, I just feel like we just want to waste money, waste our time, and just inconvenience more people because through the fact that we don't plan and we don't strategize and we don't want to use our brains, we end up just inconveniencing people, wasting money, wasting resources, and getting very little for the amount of money we go and borrow. I mean, it's sad because if we keep on doing things that way, we're not going to go anywhere. I mean, America, how many times do you hear that, you could be a new voters register, you could hear a voters register for way for. So, I mean, when was the last time they did something like that?
So,
the funny thing is that it me copy in Nema, copy in Nema na correct copy wrong ones the moment you focus on to copy.
Just so about
Kroma, how many people in him say there's an ID card called the real ID card? The real ID.
And for be driver's license, I know.
This is what DMV as well. This is what DMV as well. And among say because they all real ID, no. Or driver's license now is the null and void. Now, because Omunim say Kroma for your Bekasa. So they will never try. The new ID your passport and everything is null and void. Nah. Ghana did this right. But
me say new ID card from the buy and a crampo. Oko what with the old one no make for framo.
Yeah, simple. You just take all your IDs out. Now No, they account.
It's simple.
But Omon can say because of that, next vote, one for real ID number. What the driver's license?
I don't know Ghana IDs no. Omoya almost coffee name but come on the instant.
Oh, Ghana, not Omoya Nessa. But NIA for problem, they say. Omono, they thought said they weren't in a rush. So to print all these cards. Because the kind of demo on who do man like so moya and kakran every day they'll be open for maybe 4 years. Every time be out no. But Ghana first abandon started here say one ya phone ya ma unye say one ya and obia so or Russia koje. So
but this still comes to the problem of planning because why being said because that trajectory. I don't know. One can say, okay, yeah, but yes, I did wait. Sir, microphone can almost 3 months, no more up before I start to say, yeah, these are policies where they
because all these things near afterthought.
That's the problem.
So, Omoyo imagine say, Omba Ghana card na mayina. That time Omoyo imagine some Ghana card now. Could register a phone bill because this is about the third time I register a phone in 4 years.
Exactly.
Now in him now the better abanim into no sikaka kan them my NIA. I don't so sure more you say I don't know Satan me say first na okwa try that day na near the amount because over corner nipa be 15 20 10 so they had the resources omudi senior officer omoya be is a 5 or 6 and omoya the actual job if the nipa be 1,000 kugua they can't do it and like a class no man running out of plastics now omudi because dream no ebia omoto ebia oma city bia 1,000 because omu say nipa 1,000 embomu ko one day but saying people are rushing them it's omu try na card na sa so okoni register why so okay no munya card oma print no print no ma fraud wa akwaje so
who say uko change policy e be create sa nyema way. Why didn't you just plan and give these people more funds and to do all this before? I mean, Anna, they didn't realize that when you do that,
over budget is because the man was enough, you know, and American Ghana, we have to create a mess out of it because it's so unnecessary. Say. You see, it's becoming another debate. Now, parliament, Adenya, we say, on the ID card back up. You know,
and you're fine.
I use my passport to travel all over the world, and everybody accepts me. Say, me cross Abu Kanami Ghanaian. We be do Ghana out to me cross Abu Kanami Abraham Mommy, after your old passport, I finished a biometric passport. So why did we do a biometric passport if you're not going to use it?
If you go over Japan now, high speed train, so if it comes to the station 1 minute too earlier, the driver and what do you call it, and all the stewardess, they come and apologize to everybody. For coming 1 minute too early.
Wow.
And yeah, 1 minute later, 1 minute too early. It has to be 1 minute in. I mean, they come and apologize. Yeah, no, your culture is we're so used to mediocrity. Say, even when we bumble things up, we don't ask for people's head to go, or we don't ask for people to do their jobs properly. We just accept it and we just move on because that show of incompetency, America had a see here. You have to find someone to fire at least because this is just a show of incompetence. He said we just bumble this ID after ID after. Meanwhile, we're wasting money printing one ID to the next ID to the next ID to the next ID and wasting people's time. Come and register for your phone card. Next time, go and register for your phone card again. Wasting people's productivity on come and register your phone card. Come and do this. And then ID. Go and sit in the line. I mean, sir, incompetence. Yeah, just so and why?
It boils down to respect. That's what Mumbi.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kwame, won't be a best set it here. I wouldn't have the card or best at ultimately for Uko baby. I then again a best at ye. Mentiasi.
Nah, I was out for any and then the biscuit and Yami next Thursday. As this has been a very, very awesome show today. Kweku, thank you for coming today now, especially rating. I really wanted to understand that. And that was it. As usual. Thank you very much. And Hansen, Ama, Barrister, Bob Singh, and then Phineas, our usual suspect, Dr. Bakus, and Damunya Amas, and Nami Adamanes at the same time. Bye bye.